Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I am the Motivated Miss Stitcher, otherwise known as Kate, and today I'm bringing to you what I think is my episode 12, because next episode will be, I believe, my Flosstube anniversary. But I'm not going to hang on too much with that because I don't have the money to do anything to celebrate other than to actually put up a video in a month's time. For this episode I have updates on my whips. I have some haul and my plans for this upcoming month. So without further ado, we'll get started. And yeah, so first of all, I have something that I did not get done this month, and that is Alien Xenomorph. This is a project I started for my then boyfriend. He is now not my boyfriend, and so I'm kind of taking a break from it. Maybe I will in the future date someone that likes Xenomorph and wants me to continue stitching it, even though I started it for another person, but we will see. I thought I would just include this because you're not going to see it for a while again, maybe even years, I don't know. This is going into the ancient whips pile, I think, eventually. But this is what I have completed. Yeah, it's not much, and this was supposed to be huge. I started it on a 32 count Be Stitch Me bedrock fabric. I still have about half a piece of fabric left. I'm gonna hold on to it for the time being. I'd sooner this be finished, if not by me, than by someone else. So if you like Xenomorph, then maybe get a hold of me. Although I won't do it for a giveaway. That's just weird, to be fair. So that's that. That was one of my first goals, and it was part of my whip go. And I have made some changes there, which I'll go into a little bit later. My next whip was the Twisted Mermaids by Mermaid. I am not doing this on the called for fabric. What I'm using is a 32 count, which is called for, but doing it on a, what was it called? A French country linen. And it's a nice purple color. And in all honesty, I love it because it's bringing out more of the color than the what is honestly stitched on the mock-up on the picture there that I just showed you, which I love. I did sort of, I should bring this up again and show you. The tail was, the little bit of the tail on my right side, this side, is what I did this month. She, or they, I should say, because there are two mermaids in this, have another slot on my whip go for this month, before I put them away for the year. The next one is Bella Filipina's Fairy Transcendence. Should know that. Do I have her up right? Yes, I do. Some of the picture got somewhat scratched along the way at some point. She is a holdover, actually from August. Yeah, I didn't quite get my whip go done, and because I ran out of a certain color Krynic, she is still being put on the back burner. She will still be on my list for goals this this month, but you can see that I'm getting really close, and I'm just working up to finish the wings at the top there. Once that's done, she's technically going to be retired, but I think what I'm going to do, virtual stitchers. I'm not sure anyone that watches is a part of that, but it's a Facebook group that gets together on Zoom and stitches primarily on a Friday evening. And one of the members wanted everyone to start a Bella Filipina for American Thanksgiving. Now I'm so close to finishing this one, and I don't want to make any new starts until New Year's Eve this year. So what I may do, because the section is at the bottom is so small, the last page on this, I will more than likely, it's just at the bottom there, I will more than likely try to finish it on that day. Now, I'm in Canada, so I do actually have a work day that day, so we will have to see what happens there. Yeah, and I should have mentioned I'm doing this on a fabric, 28 count fabric that is called Harvest Moon. I can't remember what company I got it from, but it is definitely close to the called for, and also definitely sort of over dyed and what have you, as you can tell by the color that's on it. Now from there we sort of go into further plans, I guess. It's a nice transition on this front because because the last two are Sal's, and then of course Fairy Transcendence, is something I am working on for Whitgo and trying to get it done, because honestly I'm so close, and I do have the Kryneck on order. So once I get that and it's in the mail, I know I can add it to my Whitgo. Now this is, I can't show you a photograph, but this is the Dark Queen of the Earth Sal, the finished first portion release for September 2022. The October one is coming out tomorrow basically, because that's October 1st. And she is being done on a mystic fabric called Hello Beautiful. It was the October 2021 monthly fabric. I honestly had no idea what I would use this for, so I'm very happy that I was able to find something. One thing I have to say is that this area here was an absolute bitch to work on. I'm sorry about my language, but yeah, that was pretty bad in my mind. But I really am hoping that I can make it through the October section without a visit from the frog. So that is number 2 thing that I'll be working on for this upcoming month. The next thing is a cell that I have been working on and keeping up with all year. I started in January, and it is the Modern Folk Embroidery 2022 Sal. Of course, no picture because it's a mystery. I love my mystery Sals. And this one, I've been doing, it's 3853 orange DMC. Sorry about this. And I'm doing it on a dark 32 count dark sugar plum, and I love this fabric. I love, been getting a lot of likes on Instagram for this, and it was just the bottom part there that was completed. And I did there was a alterations for the church there, but I like the church because I'm doing this for my grandmother and her twin, who unfortunately, my grandmother passed away, and my Oma passed away in 2013. Her twin, Corey, passed away in 2016. Sorry about the noise, that was my cat. And I just wanted to do something to, well, let me put it this way. The story behind the original maker of this fabric, when this pattern, was actually a twin herself. So I thought I wanted to put them on it because of the connection there. Again, it's Mystic Fabrics 32 count dark sugar plum with DMC 3853 as the lone color, and it's basically turning out fantastic. And I was really concerned at the beginning of the year because it did not, it was hard to see, but the more orange I've added through stitching each month, it's become easier. So I'm extremely grateful for that. Now, hello everyone, I'm back. So the battery died, so I had to replace it. I am sorry. So whip go. So this month 1 and 6 were called, and I had completed 1 previously, simply because if you remember back in January, if you watched that episode of my Flosstube, the B-Stitch Me fabric that I was doing Alien on did not come in, and Alien was to be both my whip go calls for that month. So I had to do, I believe, 1 and 3 instead of 2 of my Alien squares, or at least that's what I'm gonna be, I'll call them, for the purposes of this. As a result, that I have to do one of my formerly Alien squares. I'm also behind on 1 as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm replacing my Alien, as I said, and I'm replacing that with something I started close to the beginning of the year, and that, or maybe last year, I can't remember, and that is what is it called? It's called Snow Maiden, I believe, and it's from Mirabilia, of course, because yeah, I'm a Mira fan, and I stuck with the 32 count, but I used my own fabric. Well, not my own, it is Mystic Fabrics, one of the fabrics of the month. It was Wisteria. It's one of her classics, so she has it. Misty, the owner of Mystic Fabrics, actually has it on a regular stock. This is an opalescent Wisteria in 32 count, and I hope you can see what I've done there. For this month, my goal on this one will be 2 sections. They're rather small. I usually, with my Mirabilias, I divide sections by where the creases are in the pattern as it's folded up, and this one has very small sections. So as you can see, I started one of them already, and I'll randomly pick another one when this one is done, and hopefully get 2 squares done on my whip go and catch up. So that is goal number 3 of 4, right? And then the final one is, now this one is basically something that is going to be called every month, more than likely, unless I get a duplicate at some point, but she has been neglected all year. Although she had the same number of spaces as everyone else, I've only completed 1 square on her, and this is Sleeping Princess, and she is absolutely gorgeous. I am not doing her section by section, I am color blocking. So for this, I'm just wanting to complete what I can over the month based on my randomized selection. I basically use, I spin a wheel for the entire month each day, and that for the 4 projects I have goals for, and I just complete them. Ideally, I would get to the end of a color so I'm not in the middle of anything for potentially November and December. It could just be 1. There are 4 numbers left. 2 of them are for this project, and 1 I believe is for Twisted Mermaids, and the 4th one is for Snow Maiden, formerly Alien. But yeah, I'm talking too much about the Alien project. I think I selected the called for fabric on this one, and I'm just going to check here. The called for is, where is it now? It's not here. It should be. Yes, The Beach Walk by Will Chilled. So that may be out of production. I can't remember, but there's something that was out of production. This was, and there was 1 that was really close to it that my stitchy shop, the Craft Connection, put me onto. But I'm not sure if that was this project or another project. Anyways, that was long-winded. I apologize. But yeah, those are my four projects that I'm going to be focusing on for the month of October. There was talk by the Hugo Stitcher to start stitching Spring Quaker for the first snowfall of the year. I'm kind of on the fence whether I want to do that, because it is a project that I could easily start for 12 times 12, which is a thing for New Year's Eve. You start 12 projects on New Year's Eve, working an hour on each for a 12-hour period. I'm probably going to go through from I would like to say I would go from 9 till 9, but the reality is, because I naturally wake up at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, I may actually just go from 6 to 6, or maybe 6 in the morning to 7 at night, and take an hour's lunch break or what have you. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I still have 3 months to decide. That's the thing there. So that's everything in terms of stitching and what have you. I did get a few things for haul, which I will show you right now. The first thing is Leela Studios Holiday Quaker. It's not Christmas, but you might as well call it Christmas Quaker, because to be fair, there's a lot of Merry Christmas and Christmas related motifs on this thing that really make make, you know, being inclusive kind of pointless. Not to offend anyone, that's just the way it was designed, but inclusive names are really not kind of realistic or even necessary, I think, when the pattern isn't inclusive. But, you know, it is what it is, and I'm sure at some point a Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever, Quaker will come out of Leela's studio, because she seems to be coming out with one every year, and I think I'm going to go ahead and collect them and start them, because I do, as I mentioned earlier, I have the Spring Quaker, I have the Halloween Quaker, and now this one, which they're all hopefully going to get started. Now, the last thing is my fabric of the month from Mystic Fabrics. It is a 32 count linen, and it is absolutely fantastic. I love it. It's sort of purple, blue, and a bit of sort of aqua color. And honestly, it reminds me a lot of the fabric I got from, what was it, Under the Sea Fabrics. I got the standard issue fabric for Dark Queen of the Sea, which is another project that I will start in for 12 by 12 if I'm able to. So that is pretty much everything. Life continues to be an uphill battle right now, making stitching all the more important. I'm in school. I'm not sure I've mentioned that. I'm arts and cultural management, as well as I'm currently looking kind of after my stepdaughter, although me and my ex, it's his daughter, so the term stepdaughter, I guess, is right now a little bit of a misnomer. I'm still a primary caregiver for her, although they're set to move out at the end of this month. I'm not sure that will happen though, so we'll see what happens. And yeah, that's about it. I hope to get my goals done this month, and I guess all I can say is keep stitching, bitches. Bye. Oh, and don't forget to like this video, comment, and of course subscribe. You can find me also on Instagram at The Motivated Miss Stitcher. There is an underscore between all the words. Anyways, bye guys.